the idea of masking is that your outer self doesn't match your inner experience, right? And we all have done this to a certain extent. I think about people in healthcare as a psychologist, right? There might be something happening in my own life, but then I meet with a client or patient and I have to have my smile and my mask on that everything's okay, right? And there's something adaptable about that. That we learn to do that because we have to sometimes in life. But when we talk about masking and neurodiversity, it is more intense than that because it feels like somebody has to mask their true selves and not maybe engage in some of the behaviors that appear more neurodivergent and have to appear more neurotypical. And that takes a lot of energy. And so you'll see, things like maybe looking at someone's forehead instead of their eyes and nodding and smiling and dressing a certain way, and even trying to have the same sorts of interests that maybe their typical peers have, typically developing peers. And so really trying to appear a certain way that feels like a mismatch from who they really are inside and not being able to be their authentic selves. And while, like I said, that can be adaptable for all of us in certain situations, if you're doing that all the time, that becomes really exhausting. And you're sort of sending a message to yourself too that your real self is not okay or acceptable. And so, unfortunately, what the research shows is that higher levels of masking, and we see this in females especially, but for both genders, all genders, that it really does lead to increased rates of psychopathology over time.